Senator Boozman.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you all for being here. And I'd like to talk a little bit about what I think is really the underpinning of our own defense security and our ability to provide aid to others, aid to our department, and that's our procurement ability. It's not glamorous, but it really is so very important. I've learned a lot about it through working with Senator Murray on our military construction efforts, but also Camden, Arkansas is a major player in that space, and they're working really hard. The people of Arkansas, the people of Camden have really stepped up. Secretary Austin, 2 years ago in the fiscal year 23 DOD budget hearing, I asked you about possible ways we could strengthen our industrial base to ensure we meet the current day demands and replenish our stockpiles. Since then, from your perspective, how has the industry responded? How's it performing? Are we making the right adjustments and doing so fast enough?
Well, thanks, Senator. I'll begin by saying that I'm committed to continuing to do the right things to make sure that we're working with industry to expand capacity where appropriate. We engaged in industry early on as this conflict in Ukraine started, and for the most part, well, in all cases, leaders of industry were very helpful, very willing to increase production, increase capacity, and so we have some good examples of that great work. In terms of whether or not it's fast enough, if you're me, it can never be fast enough. If you're, Ukrainian, you can never get it there fast enough. But there are some limitations in terms of how quickly they can do certain things. There will continue to be workforce challenges, and when you expand capacity, there's this issue of the time that it takes to build the capacity and then make sure that the lines are running smoothly. Now, what they've done in a lot of cases to meet urgent needs is double and triple shifts so that they can, in some cases, crank out munitions and weapons at a much greater speed. So the cooperation that we have enjoyed throughout, I think, has been really good. And we are in contact with industry leadership nearly daily. And my under for acquisition and sustainment is engaging on a daily basis, and I meet with them frequently. So they are doing the right things. They're being very helpful, but it can never move fast enough, to answer your question.
So with all the global demand now and then the possibilities of looking into the future, with such an uncertain world, we have this global demand for short-range rocket motors, PAC-3 missiles, HIMARS, Javelins, Stingers, 155 military artillery rounds. Do you feel that the request replenishes current stockpiles to an appropriate level while simultaneously fulfilling current day demands? Do you feel industry is able to meet the higher request if needed?
I do. I think what we have in this request is the right amount, and I would say that we're going after capability as fast as industry can produce it, and so we've asked you for $3 billion as a part of this request to invest in helping to expand that capacity with industry, but it's a thing that we need to continue to work.
So regarding the Israel portion of the supplemental related to the Iron Dome request, the language is structured as a transfer to Israel. I'm hearing from industry that they are currently lacking the investment to help quickly accelerate rocket motor production for the interceptor missile to meet the new increased demand. The Ukraine portion of the request includes language allowing appropriated dollars to support infrastructure investments to accelerate production. Should we include similar language to support infrastructure investments to help meet the interceptor missile demands?
Senator, as a general rule, we're going to do everything that we can to meet the demands that we see in both Ukraine and Israel. As you know, this is the munition that you're addressing is a co-produced munition,
Right.
And so the American company that produces that munition is a company that I once worked for. So I'll have to take that question for the record rather
Thank
than
you.
answer.
I don't have time to address the question, but as ranking member on agriculture, I'm concerned about Russia using food as a weapon. So that's for what it's worth.
Very
Thank
much
you,
share
Madam
that
Chair.
concern.
Senator Merkley.
Thank you,